What's up, y'all? So, there's some bullshit I'm about to talk to y'all about. If I look a little funny because I don't have no more facial hair, I cut it off because I started interviewing again. I told y'all a few videos ago that I fucking hate my job, so it's time for me to leave. It really is. None of my businesses are going how I would want for them to go. They're really, they're not providing what I thought they should provide, but I understand I don't have the crowd here in LA yet, and it's something that I have to work on. So I accept that. Still working, still trying, still hustling, but I need a way to pay these bills. So let me tell y'all what the fuck I did. I started sending out these letters to entrepreneurs out here in LA and in the LA area, and I'm just sending letters telling them that I'm gonna just come help them and for just like basic mentorship and guidance, right? So that is the plan. I was supposed to come and just help them for mentorship and guidance, and in the gist of it, hopefully work towards a business relationship where either I'll come on board on their team and help out, or I can start doing business with them. So, for instance, I started approaching a lot of car dealerships because the profit margins are high. If you know nothing about the car industry, shit, you buying a car for 20, 30,000, they didn't pay that much for it. They might have paid, you buy a car for 30, the dealership might pay 22, 23 for it. So they might make maybe 8 to 7 grand off of it, and that's one sale. So I like those ends. I mean, and even in used car markets, they at least making double. So you bought a car for 4 or 5,000, they probably paid 2.5 for it. So for those profit margins are really good. I sell a few cars for them. I make commission off of it. It can supplement my income pretty well. So I meet up with one guy, a random guy. He's from like Russia or something. He has a car lot, right? It looks like a small lot, but if you know nothing about cars, then you wouldn't realize that his lot has over $1 million worth of cars. And I actually have I have all of his inventory down on the paper. So I did a little research, I won't lie. But I researched the prices that he has on his cars, and as far as revenue, it's $1.2 million worth of cars. And it's not a large lot. It probably has about 40, maybe 50 cars on there. 1.2 million he might have paid, and I'm pretty sure he has a credit line. So he might have came out of pocket not too much for all of those cars, but of course he has great credit and a credit line. And for 1.2 million, he at least has, I say $750,000 to $500,000 credit line. That's how he was able to get all of those cars. And once he sells those cars, he pays the credit back that he had to pay for the cars. And the company that lend him the credit line, of course, they get a percentage off the credit. And that's how they make their money. Most businesses, big ass business, most businesses, that's how they do that's how they make their profits, and that's how banks make their profits. So banks are the ones who loan the credit to business to do their day-to-day business, and business have to pay back that money in order to run their company. Blah, 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 whatever. I'll do a video about that if y'all want me to talk about credit lines and how they work for small and large business, because even something like GE, which is one of the biggest companies in the world, they probably have like probably like $10 million a day credit line. And I'll talk about that if you want me to. But nevertheless, I approach him. I tell him like, yo, I've worked slightly in direct sales with my own personal companies, but I've never worked in a car dealership. My brother used to have a car dealership, and he would always offer for me to refer people to him, and he'd give me commission on it. So I figured, shit, I work for you for commission. I told him I work a full-time job, and I'll come on my off days, which is 2 days a week. And he's like, okay, because I run this business by myself, and I need somebody to come and help when I'm not here, or when I should be making other moves, like going to the auction, etc., etc. So I was like, cool, bet we can work together. So this motherfucker like, okay, I'ma see. I don't think he was taking me serious the first time, but out of all the people that I approached, he gave me the best offer, which was it was just a good offer. I'm not even going to talk about the initial deal that we spoke about, because I'm gonna tell you the deal that we agreed to, right? Okay, I'll tell you about the initial deal that we spoke about. Was I come and work at his shop, and then I make $250 per car that I help him sell, which could be cool. Should I sell 2 cars in a day? That could be $500, all under the table, no taxes taken out, cash. That was our initial deal, right? So then I'm like, I'll be back Friday. Which first day I met him, which was Monday. That was my first off day of the week. Told him I'll be back Friday. Showed up Friday. I don't think he expected that I was gonna show up. Shit, I showed up. So we talking. He's showing me a few things. I'm like, well, I don't really know too much, but I asked my brother a bit about the business, and he told me most of the stuff is basic. So with that being said, shit, if you teach me the business, I can help you run it. And he's like, how much do they pay you at your job? So I told him the number. And he's like, I'm like, but if you can match that, or if this could be a better opportunity, then I'll leave that job. Because honestly, it'll be a better situation for me as far as travel goes. His dealership is like a 5-minute Uber ride away. Or if I ride the bus or the train, it's like maybe 30 minutes. Compared now to like an hour and a half, 2 hours. That shit was crazy. So that was our initial deal, right? So he's like, all right, come back. He's like, what days do you get off next week? I told him my 2 days, which was Monday, Wednesday. It was Monday, Friday again, but I told him, I know Wednesday is the day of your auction out here, so, and he was surprised that I even knew that. I'm like, so with that being said, that's the day of the big auction, which is Manheim. I'm like, with that being said, shit, I'll take Wednesday off and come on Wednesday. Cool, I'll come on Monday. So the deal that we shook to the second day was, every day I show up, you giving me $100 under the table money just for being here. He said, cool, no problem. And every car I help you sell, you give me at least $200. No, at least $250, all under the table. So basically what I added to the new deal was $100 guaranteed money every time I show up. He said, cool, no problem. This is why I say I fucking got fired on my first day. So told him I'll show up Monday, Wednesday. Cool, perfect. Monday morning, he told me to show up at 9:30. I get there probably like 15-20 minutes early. This motherfucker's not there. But it was cool. Shit, I waited outside. It's no parking, so I was just standing outside. Showed up early. He shows up a little bit late. Shit doesn't bother me. But as soon as we get in the office and sit our stuff down, 2 customers show up. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, it's showtime. I'm about to make my money. Because I mean, $100 is guaranteed, but I want the commission. That's my goal. The commission is way more than my guaranteed money, so that's what I'm motivated to get. 2 customers show up. He take one, I take one. Unbeknownst to me, both of these customers he had already spoke to. So which was cool. I mean, that's his deal. He had already been working it. So shit, I was just working it. He worked it. He got the deal together, and I was just working the deal just to make sure it finalized, right? So one guy, I take him on a test drive. He want to test out a X5. Cool. BMW, nice as fuck. Truck, fast, everything. Souped up, black on black, nice than a motherfucker. So we go on this test drive. We get back, and he's talking to the other guy he was talking to. The other guy bought a Mini Cooper on the spot. He paid, I don't know what he paid for it, but when I was sitting there, he gave him 10 G's cash, all hundreds. Damn. Woo! That shit. Woo! Alright, so he get this motherfucker 10,000 cash, all hundreds. That shit was gorgeous. So I'm just sitting off in the office, like peeking over the guy's shoulder so that I can learn shit, you know, like where he's signing his name at, what he's directing him to do, how he's printing up these receipts and these titles and blah, 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 XYZ. So next thing you know, the dude leaves, and me, the owner, and I just keep talking. We're talking and talking and talking. And he's like, yeah, you know, today I have to go to the dealership, you know. I'm like, okay, I mean, we agreed that I'm just going to be here while you're gone, so, which is fine. Yeah, you know, and this is a hard business, you know. Yeah, okay. We agreed that you was going to teach me the business, which is fine. I'm not intimidating that it's hard. Shit, I want to learn it. Yeah, you know, like, you know, this just hard business, you know. And then he gets to flipping through some papers. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. That's his business. He's a grown man. I'm not checking into it. He's flipping through some papers, and I'm just sitting there. I started reading a booklet about the X5 because the guy that I was working with, he didn't buy it on the spot. He said that he was gonna come back the next day. Cool. He's flipping through some papers. I'm reading the booklet so that when the guy comes back, if I'm there, or if I'm not there, but if I am there, which wouldn't have been the next day, I would have came back the day after. I can at least, talk to him about the car. Shit, I felt like an idiot being inside of that car, and I didn't really know too much about the car, So every time the dude asks me something about the car, he's like, yeah, it got a so-and-so engine in here. I was just like, yeah, you right. Looking like a fucking retard in that bitch, but shit, you gotta play how you play it. Fake it till you make it. So this motherfucker like, yeah, I gotta go to the dealership. And I'm thinking, I look at him like, why are you steady saying that? He's like, cause you here, you don't know what to do. I'm like, the benefit of me being here is that your doors don't have to close. You feel me? Even if I can't sell the car, because you have all the titles and all the paperwork and you got all the keys and shit, I can at least let motherfuckers see your product. You feel me? And with that being said, when people are driving by and your doors are closed, your gate is locked, they think that this is an abandoned business, motherfucker. You need somebody to be here, at least for the doors to be open, at least for people to know that they can come back. Cause if I ride past a business, it's motherfucking midday and your doors ain't open, I just assume that this is not a business anymore. I am not planning to come there. So this motherfucker like, yeah, he steady saying that. And I see him grab a FedEx envelope that he can seal and just grabbing all his money from around his office in his drawers and putting it in an envelope. So obviously, it's obvious that he don't trust nobody, which is another thing that I thought about. We had a conversation. He has a son that's in college right now. His son doesn't work there, which is cool. I mean, you can be the parent that don't want your kid to work, but still, how the fuck can you think you're gonna succeed if you're not even trusting nobody to be here? You're not even trying to teach another motherfucker so that they can pick up the ball. You gotta be doing something in efforts to succeed your business. So this motherfucker tell me, yeah, he steady saying that. So I look at him like, bro, what, you want me to leave or something? He like, yeah, you can leave. I'm like, you want me to leave? We got an agreement. He like, but I'll pay you. So he pull out $100, all 20s, 520s, and he give them to me. And he like, I'm looking for the paper you gave me. I'm like, my resume? He's like, yeah, I'm looking for that paper. I was like, I got another one if you need it. So he keeps fumbling through his papers and he finds the resume. He's like, your number's on top here? I'm like, yeah, that's my number right there. He's like, all right, I'll call you if I need you. I was trying to call you yesterday. And I'm like, bro, first of all, how the fuck are you going man to man agree to do something that you won't even do? You feel me? We eye to eye, we shook on it. He told me, I need you to come these days. So I'm planning on having this money for both of these days. You feel me? I got shit that I want to do with it, which is put it into my business, blah, blah, blah. That's my business. But nevertheless, if you're going to agree on something, then fucking do what you say you're going to do. You feel me? Just do it. I mean, and follow through with it. You feel me? If you can't do it, then don't say you can do it. Straight up. If somebody assumes that you can do it, then that's a whole nother story. But if you say, I, Quavadas, am gonna XYZ, then I, Quavadas, better XYZ. That makes me a man of my motherfucking word. And for him, I feel like he ain't a man of his word. He told me he can do something. And then he was too timid to do it. Straight up. So yeah, I got fired on my first fucking day. But fuck him. You wanna know why? Today, Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday. Wednesday was the second day that I took off. I switched to a good day with somebody, which is Friday, to take off on Wednesday. But yesterday, I had an interview with the Mercedes-Benz new car dealership. So they sell new cars at Mercedes-Benz, and I had an interview with them yesterday. And I think it went well. So for that guy who wasn't a man of his word, I don't want to say fuck him, but fuck him. And actually, not fuck him. I mean, cool. I got $100 for being there for like an hour, maybe. I was there. I got there at 9:30. I left around like 10:30, 10:45, something like that. So, not fuck them. I appreciate you. Thanks a lot. You didn't stand up to what you said you could do. And I depended on you. So, I'll be your competitor in a few years.